I'm Zoo, and you're watching the Always Simming channel. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's speed build featuring only base game and Moschino Stuff, courtesy of EA Game Changers. I built a photo studio because I did not know what else to do with the stuff. Um, I have a lot of opinions about this pack, not positive, but the build stuff really is actually really pretty great. So I originally thought of doing kind of a apartment style tall build where the bottom would be not the bottom, but part of it would be a photo studio and part of it would be a like actual apartment, so like a bedroom and a kitchen, cuz I made a sim who is like the top the top photographer in The Sims. And so I wanted to make her a house, and these giant windows that are they're like arched, I thought only would look good with apartment style houses because they're so big, and I just think they would be so pretty. But I didn't realize that most apartments in city living, you can't remove the windows, and I didn't want mismatching windows, so instead I kind of just had to create my own apartment, which didn't happen. So right now I'm kind of just experimenting with some sort of like I'm experimenting with the shape. There we go. I know how to speak. I wanted to go very modern because the stuff we got is so like modern and posh and pretty and like edgy almost. It's just, you'll see it in a minute once I start furnishing. But I wanted to kind of do something modern, and I don't really do modern. I mostly just do like small cottages. Like that's my favorite. But finding a roof was honestly a struggle city. Cuz I wanted it just to be all dark, just one dark color, and that would be it. And we don't have any like that, but I think I changed it after the fact. But right now I'm kind of experimenting with windows. I love doing corners like this where I have a corner of a room, like the corners would all have like windows touching because I really like how it looks in screenshots and in game. And I did this for my island living build as well. But I kind of had the idea of we got two wallpapers. We got this one and then another one that I used inside the build. I had this idea of kind of doing a color block. So I went with a white and a black because the very bottom has like a trimming on the bottom. So if you wanted it to, I had to do solid colors so it wouldn't look like it wasn't supposed to be outside. But I am currently just experimenting with the shapes of everything. I'm really happy with it. Considering what the pack was and considering my views on it, I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. So right now I am kind of I don't think I got rid of the top floor yet, but I am creating the bottom of this is just a photo studio. Don't need to over explain it. This is the bathroom. I didn't know what shape I wanted to go with, so I ended up doing a little hallway in between so I could put doors there. And I don't know, I thought it looked nice. And of course I had to grab the unisex bathrooms because otherwise it's just silly. I do this thing where I build before I like figure out, like I see the new stuff before, like during while I'm building. Wow, that did not make sense. I don't know. It's so bad because then I just like don't know what to use, or like you'll see I haven't clicked on everything. So I figure out stuff while I'm building, which is not good because usually you want to plan stuff out, but I don't ever. So whoops. Um but we got these like wall sculptures. I think my favorite thing we got, besides the photo frames, which are everything by the way, they change. Like if you can put multiple photos in and they will cycle throughout the day, you can change the speed of them. And so I have at least 15 in my I'm a Lover Legacy house, and I love them so much. I kind of took every like age of that every age of that legacy and took photos of them. So like Annie as a toddler, as a child, as a teen, which ended up me having like 300 screenshots, I think. But I'm so pleased with them. It's definitely easily like the best part is the kind of poses that you get. And I did actually put in some photos in those photo frames in my screenshots so you can kind of see them. The one negative thing, oh my god, my heel is bleeding. The one negative thing about the photo frames is the quality of the photos. They're tragic. I don't think you can even make your, like, if you have your Sims on the lowest setting, I think it would look better than the actual in-game frame photos. So that's super unfortunate. But so like if you want to have them in the background, it doesn't look great, you know. But I really wanted to go with kind of a 80s. It just reminds me of the 80s. It's just so bright, and we've got these cool neon lights, which are super fun and super 80s. And I really loved this pink and yellow, and I just went with colors. That's the theme of this week. I kind of figured out a way to make this cool rug. So it's elongated. Yeah, see, now I'm getting rid of it. So it's this cool, like, elongated, it flows nicely. God, I cannot speak. This is what I get for filming right when I wake up. You know, just terrible, terrible things. I don't know why I'm putting in lot traits. Oh, but I wish we got a new, lot thing that was, like, photo studio, because the only one we have is art, which is not the correct thing at all. So, yeah, okay, you can't change the color of the neon lights. You have to actually go in game and, like, change the color of it, which is slightly annoying. But, you know, I'm fine with it. So I filled this place up. There are a total of 3. There's 4 places you can take photos. So there's the big one that's like this green screen boy that's like really fun. This is when I discovered that I was using something that wasn't base game. And you can see it's in the high rise. What is it called? The rich place in San Moschino. I thought it fit really lovely here. And so I kind of wanted to match the like concrete that has the rest of it. My wrist is cracking. So I didn't know what wallpaper to put in like the bathrooms and this big studio. But I think I ended up using the outside one as well. It's very versatile. I'll give it that. So I ended up with 4 places to take photos. I play tested. You can fit in all of them. Super easy. Only 2 of them can have the tripod, which is like you don't need a tripod. The only thing the tripod ensures, that's not the correct word. The only thing the tripod has is that your photos will never be blurry, which is cool. But I am using these little photo buddies, which is just you can make a sim stand there and take a photo of them, and it's super duper easy. You do not have to have them, but if you don't have a tripod, it's probably your best bet to use those. So yeah, I play tested this whole thing. Everything works. That's honestly like my biggest pet peeve is when you download this like beautiful build and it doesn't work, or there's something in the way and your sim is too dumb to figure it out. So I completely play tested it. I changed the colors of the walls. I changed like the lights to not yellow to white, I think. And I don't know. I always play test it because I'm petrified of it not working. So originally I was going to put some of these collages up as kind of like an example, but after playing, I realized that it's easy for those things to get in the way, and it's easy for them to be like in the background of photos, so I decided to leave those walls as blank as possible. So yeah, so these like normal ones that aren't the fancy like I change color boys is you can't change the color in game. You have to go in build by mode, and then but for the big boy you can change it in game, which is really great. So we're kind of coming to an end. I will talk more about my feelings on the pack on stream today at 3 p.m. twitch.tv/alwayssimming. I'm live all the time, and I will kind of go into more in depth about how I feel, because this is my least favorite pack. I actually unironically love my first pet stuff, and I'm just incredibly disappointed, and overall just I don't know. I I like the build. The build helps, but I don't think it saves the pack, so I don't really recommend it. We're coming up to the screenshots, which are very lovely, and you get to see some cool day throwbacks. But again, I really love this build, and I'm very glad that I actually found a way to incorporate it, because I'm not posting gameplay, because I don't like it enough. There's not enough gameplay action, so I'm glad that I got this cool build out of it. So now onto the screenshots. You can see they're so pretty. Look at all those days. Again, I'll go more into depth on my stream, but thank you so much for watching and hearing me rant and me stumbling around, and I will see you then, or the next time. Bye!